to build a positive.
And you're like, you get all nervous, you're trying to figure it out.
Yes. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Our Monday night class for men. This is only for men, by the way. Any woman who gets on is actually going to have a terrible time if she's going to.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, what if a woman finds her...
So they do listen, believe it or not, they do listen. And he says, if you're gonna listen, if a woman is gonna listen, she's gonna have a hard time with her husband, because she's gonna tell him, oh, I heard you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, and it's gonna make things difficult, because no man wants to hear, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. That's why it's not for her to listen. It's for him. But anyway, recapitulating what we just said about 5-10 minutes ago. I don't know if we can get heated as we were, but I'm getting a lot of calls from men saying, oh, this thing doesn't work. I don't know what you're talking about. This is not, I'm doing everything for her. I'm trying to be good. I'm this, I'm that, and that. And I say to them, you're actually wrong. Why? Because then I get the other side, right? The lady side, who tells me, oh, he just told me to F myself. Yeah, he used the F word. He just told me that I'm brainless. He just told me that I'm useless. He just told me that I'm a whole slew of things, which means if he told her this now, it means he's been telling her this already for the past year, 2, 5, 10, and 20. You understand? So we think as men what? Oh, this week I was good. Yeah, but she's got 10 years of baggage on you, which she hasn't really, forgave you for that. She hasn't forgotten that. Why? Because you just called her the same person. The same individual that you just said, brainless or whatever it is, right? So when is this going to work? When is it going to work that I'm improving myself and she's going to change automatically? Is when a person says to himself, okay, that's it. I heard, I read, I was told that if I'm going to be 100% husband, she's going to be 1,000% wife. When is that going to be? Consistency. Consistency means when everything is going bad and you hold yourself. You hold yourself. You don't go crazy. Huh? Bad. Let me tell you something. Do you know why a general in the army is a general? Not when everything is peaceful and no war. No. Everything is at war. Yeah. He's, from all sides, he's been surrounded, right? He knows he has no chance. He's 200-300 people with his soldiers. They're thousands, They're down, no water, basically, and not much ammunition. If he's gonna now be like a wussy and start crying, like many of us men start crying to our wives, yeah? Crying meaning start cursing her, start venting, start that. She doesn't want to hear that. Your wife is not, I don't want to hear that. I didn't get married to a child, I got married to a man. When that general stands there and he's 100% sure, and he says, guys, we got it. This is the plan. This is the thing, this, that. You know what all the 300 soldiers are thinking? They think, okay, we gung ho. And you know what? They're going to win. Why? He gives him that feeling of security. No woman has feelings of security. They tell me outright, I don't feel secure. I'm not living with a man. I'm living with a child. I don't want to be a babysitter. I want somebody to babysit me, she's saying. You understand? What? She don't need a financial babysitting. A woman doesn't need financial babysitting. A woman needs babysitting of emotions. She needs you to emotionally fulfill her. Right? Part of emotional fulfillment, people ask, how do I emotionally fulfill a woman? The new book that we have that we're learning in the morning, that the classes are on YouTube, right? He says over there that part of emotionally fulfilling a woman is never degrading her. The minute you degrade a wife by cursing her, by calling her you're stupid, by telling her you're brainless, by telling her you're useless, by telling her you do nothing, by telling her you a slew of things, right? Slew of things that we say on a regular basis. And for years we've been saying this, right? This is not called emotional fulfillment. This is actually a big X. That's not emotional fulfillment. So part of emotional fulfillment is not to say these things. You understand?
No, and you don't say these things.
But you do.
What if you don't?
Okay. And?
You just raise your voice.
Oh, very no good either. See, this is a whole package. A guy goes, no, I don't curse, but he screams at her like crazy. I don't curse, but he's got a face and he's telling her things that with his face, yeah? He's like, right? He doesn't curse, but when she asks for whatchamacallit, for wipes, you know what he does? He throws it to her like a dog. What is that? She's not a dog. You know how she interprets that? The guy don't give it that. He thinks I'm a dog. Like that, equal. I'm a dog. So why should I care for you? Why should I care for you?
Is that technical?
Yes. Very technical. By the way, no, she doesn't tell you to. She says, give me the wipes, and he throws it at you. She throws it at her.
No,
if she says throw it to me,
Upstairs.
Like toss.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me tell you.
You're in a rush,
Let me tell you.
toss it,
Let me
bro.
tell you what a woman is. You bring a man over here, you give him 5-10 minutes, he'd be like, okay, room with 4 windows, whatever, right? You bring a woman over here, 5-10 minutes, she's gonna tell you, there was a mathematical question I didn't understand. What's the thing over there? She analyze every single detail of the room. Oh, the watch has numbers and not ticks, right? We're gonna know, yeah, there was a watch over there. Did it have Roman numerals or not? I don't know. It was a watch over there. You hear? But she's a very detailed person. Now imagine, if a woman is a detailed person, and you, how did you call that? You toss the thing to her. You know what she interprets? I'm not important. She don't care, by the way. She don't care how busy you are. You have an appointment, which you're already 10 minutes late. She doesn't care about that. Why? If I'm not important to him, the whole world could cave in. You understand? And that's our problem. I just wanted to start it off that saying, that's our problem. Do not call me and say, I've been doing everything. From your voice, I can say, you're doing nothing. And we're not talking about supporting with money or washing the dishes. In fact, today's morning class, you know what he said?
Don't do your woman's job.
He said, you cannot. He said, what does it mean to respect a woman? He starts off, what is it? It's a sikum. It's a summary of what we've been learning for the past 4 or 5 days. He says, what does it mean to respect a woman? It does not mean to bring her tea. Wow.
If she asks.
No, if she asks, okay, she's a sweetie, can I? Yeah. But what do we think? You know what? I'm going to wash the dishes. I'll show how I respect her. I'm going to do the laundry. I'm going to show how I respect her. I'm going to do the... So, we all do these things, or some of us do these things, right?
But they appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciation is good.
Help them out.
But then what happens?
Easier.
We badmouth them. Maybe you don't, but we badmouth them. And that kills her. I don't need you to do my laundry and to do my dishes. I'm going to do that. Don't talk to me like this. And by the way, we do that on a very consistent basis. You understand? And very nicely. And very polite words sometimes too. We can tell her that she's not smart, in a takoi, professional way, by not using the words dumb. And believe me, she gets it. She gets it.
You're not saying she's not smart or she's dumb. You know she is. There's a reason why you married her.
Again,
You're just helping her out.
I hear you.
You're supposed to get each other's back. I scratch your back, you scratch my back, no?
You say things that she doesn't like. I guarantee you. So therefore, we have to stop this. In order for a man to be a man, at the most peak times that everything is going down, remember, I'm the general. And if the general has some sort of insecurity about himself, right? And he's thinking, oh my God, I'm being taken over. He could have 1,000 on his side and 200 on that side. He's losing. Why? Because he lost his guys. And that's where a wife is. She's constantly looking at you. And when you break down like a woman, guess what she's thinking? I'm married to a freaking child. I'm married to a child. I have a 30, 40-year-old child, 50-year-old child. I have a 60-year-old mamash ribionik. You understand? And that's what she hates. Let's start our class. It says over here, we're chapter 4. It says, be a man. For those husbands who somehow didn't grasp the message of this book's initial manuscript, as we said before, no comments, no constructive criticisms, yeah? For sure, no cursing, yeah? Always talking positive with a nice face. The worst thing a woman wants to see is a man who's playing games of not talking to her for a day, 2, 3. By the way, I was there. I'm telling you for experience. Everything that I'm telling you, it's from experience, and I've experienced the other side of it. Did I tell you guys that? No, I probably didn't, because I don't remember already which day I went to bingo. But last week I went to bingo, and my wife said for the first time in these 10 months that I've been working on myself, she said, I want to thank you very much. I had no idea that marriage could be so wonderful. That, we haven't argued in all these months, that we haven't, we don't talk to each other like we used to talk, a year ago or so. And it really, she goes, she tells me, her clear words were, I have nachat from this marriage, meaning she's like, really.
You probably felt amazing.
Yeah, I didn't need that from her because I know it, I see it. But it's good that she's realizing
Feels
it.
good to
You
hear.
understand? Feels good to hear. Let me tell you something. 10 months I've been working on myself, right? If within these 10 months, twice or maybe once I messed up, that I screamed, like guy says, I couldn't. I was good, and then I screamed after 2 months. You're dead. You're finished. You know what? You know what takes you back all the way to the 10 years that you were a horrible person. In her eyes, you're a horrible person. And you know what?
We make mistakes.
And you know what happens in these 8 months that you've been good, or 6 months? You're a faker. So now everything you did,
You are faking though.
no, you're faking. That's why you feel this way.
You yourself said.
No, my faking was the first week. When I saw after the first 2 weeks that wow, she's changing, I started being real. I started watching myself. You understand? Because it all depends on you guys. You cannot, and again, you cannot expect this lady to do your job. She cannot. She wishes she could, by the way.
She's not doing your job.
She is.
Kids?
No. The emotional, the man has to be the emotional driver of the family. He has to be the emotional driver of the family. You understand? And when I tell him, guys, please don't curse. Don't tell her, nasty things. Don't. I can't. She should hold her mouth.
That I understand. The cursing, the nasty thing.
Okay?
But it gets more technical than that. And a lot of the guys that are here or newcomers, they're still rookies. When it
Yes.
comes to this. We need to know exactly what a comment is.
Good.
What constructive criticism.
Good.
We might understand, okay, I'm not gonna say this.
Good.
But even the most smallest constructive criticism,
Good.
we think it's not constructive
Yes,
criticism. but
absolutely.
it
You
is.
have a point.
We don't know that.
So I don't know why I was able to catch everything that I was doing wrong. I can't be that I'm smart because I'm not a genius guy, But you have to see what your wife likes, what you don't like. But let me tell you something. Those I'm not worried about. I'm worried about the outright ones that we do, knowing that that's not what she's going to like. And you yourself had told me, yes, I knew she was not going to like it, but I had to say it to her. You yourself told me. Why? That brings you back months back. You understand? All the work that you did now goes to the garbage. We have to play our game, guys. When it comes to business, and a professional businessman tells us, listen, you want to be a good realtor, you want to be a good jeweler, you want to be this, follow this. Do not make these mistakes. We ever going to make that mistake? Never, because it's going to cost us money. This is more than money, guys. This is eternity. We're playing with our other soul, by the way. Here? So let's see. He says, I told them to forget about all the concepts that they had heard and read in this book until now, and focus their efforts and prayers on one thing, becoming a man. I then explained to them what I meant by being a man. This idea helped and even worked wonders. See? He says, besides all this, he says, let me teach you what a man is. He says, allow me to define here what it means to be a man. A man gives. He pampers others. He listens to others. He pays attention to others. He concedes his wants for the sake of others, which means I want to go to my house, to my parents' house. She wants to go to her parents' house. Who do we go to? Her parents' house. I want to go to Dream Mall. She wants to go to I don't know what mall. Where do we go to? I don't know what mall. Why? Because I'm a man. You understand? And I'm going to do what she wants. He says, he's forgiving. He doesn't seek honor. Every single one of us, she has to, you started out the class. She has to honor us. That's what you said. Where's the honor? That's what he said. Where's the honor? Where are they going to honor us? We don't seek honor. Honor is something that comes to you. You understand? Because you're a fine man. Anybody seeking honor is not a real man. Why? Because he knows he's not doing what he's supposed to do, but he wants to be honored. You hear? A real person that's carrying himself honorable, I guarantee you, honor is going to be after him, and he's going to be dodging it. He's like, no, don't. I want to sit over here. I don't want to go to the front. Please, leave me alone. But that guy who's not worthy, he comes in, he's like, why they don't put me in the front? I don't understand. Why I got to sit in the back over here? What, they don't know I do so much for the shul? What, is that? These type of people, honestly, they're lacking a lot.
Well, that's to the extreme.
That's not extreme, my friend. When you're seeking from honor from your wife, let me tell you something.
What's the line between honor and respect?
It's both the same thing. It's the same thing. Look, for the past 25 years, I've been screaming to my wife, you don't respect me, you don't honor me, you don't do anything. You know, the past 10 months, very honorable woman, respects me, you know, takes my plate, fish plate, gives me new fork, makes me tea. Huh?
My wife does that.
No. Listen. In the 25 years that I messed up, it came time where she wouldn't do that. Dafka would not do that. Yeah.
Small little bit.
Yeah, she still does that?
She still asks me, are you hungry? Want to eat?
It's a very good wife. Again, not that she wouldn't cook for me.
But isn't that the due diligence?
No, that's the thing. That we take that for granted. It's not their due diligence. It's not their due. You know, you're not the first one who says that. One guy called me, says, "No, isn't that her priority to take care of me when I'm sick?" I said, "Who said? Where's that written? Where is that written? Show me where's that written. If you treat her nice, yeah, she'd be more than happy to do that. You hear? But let's go back to the man. He said he doesn't want to benefit from others. Man does not want to benefit. If I right now give you $100 and I say, listen, this is tzedakah for you, you know how bad you're gonna feel? I'll give you a little story. I'll give you I'm giving you tzedakah in front of everybody. One time, I used to be the owner of Pizza Palace, right? Bukharian guy comes in, tells me, give me tea. Okay, I give him tea. Told him $1.25. It was $1.25 at the time. He puts $1. He's like, that's enough for you. I was like, but the door is not spent. I'm like, $1.25. He's like, it's good. I gave him back the $1. I said, it's on me. It's free. I gave it to him. I said, what? No. Why free? I said, if you cannot afford, it's free.
Oh, you made him feel like crap.
Wow.
He said, I cannot afford. I can afford.
I'll give you $2.
I said, no. But I'm telling you, it's $1.25. You're telling me $1 is enough. It means you cannot afford. So it's free. Oh, this guy could not get. He ended up giving me the money. And used to be a good customer later on. Whatever I said, paid right away. Why? We don't want a freebie. Yeah, we want a takoy discount, but we don't want a freebie. And getting from your wife is a freebie. You understand? And yet we're looking for it every single day. Here, he says he supports others, he helps others, and empathizes with others. Now I know many of you guys are looking at that. That's not a man. You're right. That's not our definition of a man. Because in our definition of man, it's only give me. Wow. And a man, that's all garbage, by the way. You should know one thing. We had a bomb class on Saturday up here where he was talking about tzedakah and maaser. He said, all that stuff you do outside, dupul, worthless if your wife is suffering. He says, first you got to make sure your wife is completely whole, huh?
That makes sense.
And then do your tzedakah, your maaser, your chesed, your this, your chairs, we're all good. You know when we're good? We're good. We see broken sidurim, we're like, Yashas Delu. Yeah, hello? Yeah, order me 50 sidurs, put my name over there. Avraham Yakubov.
Why?
Donated. Yeah.
Anonymous. Why you gotta...
No, but even anonymous. Shul didn't have it. Somebody's going to know it was you. Somebody's going to know it's you. Why? Because that's us. But what about at home? When the dishes are dirty and everything like that, do we say, you know what? Let me just do it. It's okay, you know? No. And you know, a lot of that we do it and we're like,
no, then she's gonna scream at you. Why you didn't?
no, how come she didn't say? How come she didn't say?
It's
What?
oily.
Oily. Oh, so yeah. So look, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right.
Yeah.
Come to my house, I'll teach you how to wash dishes. Huh?
Like I told you, I like to work smart. My wife likes to work hard.
Very good. I hear you. Put it in the machine.
I like to put it in
Okay, good. Not a problem. No, what I'm trying to say is, outside we're very busy doing chesed. Inside, sometimes we see a madhouse. Yeah, okay, she didn't do it, fine. But she didn't do it because she doesn't want to do it. She didn't do it, she's tired, she has a class, she this, she that, you know. Many times I was banking on my other grown-up children, and they didn't do it. Why? Selfish. They went to sleep, but she gets upset. Yo, guys, I don't understand. You eat, because she doesn't eat at night. We ate, and none of us took care of the table. You understand? So it's a problem. Yeah. So he says empathize. By the way, this empathizing with somebody is a tremendous, tremendous gift. A woman, all she wants is empathy from her husband. You know what empathy is? She says, "Yo, I don't know. I'm so tired. I did this. I did that. I did this." Now you're talking in your head. I also get up 4 in the morning. I went to shul. I went to a class. I went this. I went to work. I went that. The guys that. She doesn't want to hear that. The worst thing she wants to hear is for you to say, "Listen, what are you complaining? Lay down for 2 hours, get your thing, and that's it." She doesn't want that. She wants you to say, "Oh, yeah, so, I don't know how you do it, mamash. It's so difficulty. Wow. If you need any help, please let me know what I can do, this and that, But be ready. If she says, do this, you got to do it. Don't like whatever. But empathy, right? It's a very big thing. If you empathize with somebody, it makes their load completely off. And then they get a second surge and they keep going. You understand? If you give them advice, you shouldn't have done so many salads. You shouldn't have cooked so much. You should have this. She's thinking, I'm doing it for you. Кто потом кушает, я не понимаю. He's a smart, chacham.
How are you doing it for me when I told you just not to do it?
Again, she wants to mechabed you. She wants to give you respect. What's the respect? Your table is, listen, Baruch shelo anachnu not Bukharians. You know how many, how their table looks in some of these, nationality, what Shem calls?
Yeah, but you're taking
It's
to the extreme. To
again. We
Why not just a good balance?
we like there is, so we got to find that balance. But do not give her this thing. You shouldn't have cooked 4 meals. You should have only made 2 salads, huh?
That's criticism.
It's criticism. And in her head, now I know you're thinking from the good part, but sweet, I don't want you to do so much. She's like, I don't want to hear your face. I want you to tell me thank you, my love.
Sometimes they ask you.
Yes.
You give them your response. They ask you.
Yeah.
But they still do whatever they want to do. So why asking me?
Good. Because I'll tell you.
Why ask me?
I'll tell you
I
why.
don't get it.
I'll tell you why. That's actually a very good thing you brought up. This concept is I want to make him into a man. Meaning, sorry. I want him to feel like he's the man because she knows she's going to make 10 salads. She's telling, sweetie, what kind of salads would you like? She wants to take orders from you. So you tell her, Motek, whatever you'd like, do. It's up to you. Now, right? She got an order from you. Do whatever you want. You hear? That's what she wants. A woman wants her husband to tell her what to do. But nicely, of course, Nicely. That's why a lot of times, like, honey, what would you like to eat? Yeah. Sometimes I'm embarrassed. I want dushpere. What do you call that? Pilimeni. That's a lot of work to do. I would never say that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I know it's a lot of work. Listen, I would not. I always just say, no, whatever you make, I eat. Don't worry about it. Whatever you make.
So because it's a lot of work, you don't want to say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say right now, pilimeni.
She's gonna feel obligated to do it.
Yeah, it's obligated to do it. This and that. Do me, dolme. Not on a Friday, right?
Like a birthday meal.
Not on a Friday. Dolme, oshtoki. These are heavy duty jobs to do, But anyway, let's go back to a man. A man can accept humiliation with love. So
That's true.
and can also accept complaints and accusations without being offended or defensive.
Define humiliation.
Anything.
Embarrassment.
Yes. Do you know how a woman cannot take embarrassment? She is very, very afraid of embarrassment.
What do you mean? If we all get embarrassed right now in front of people in public,
Man is
very
okay.
heated.
Man is okay. Yeah. I be honest with you, a lot of men right now have a lot of tendencies of women. They have female tendencies, and he's going to mention it in the book. That's not a real man. A real man is not supposed to get embarrassed.
It's a human emotion. Though.
It's a human emotion, but you got to understand, if you know who you are, there's no room for embarrassment.
But if it's public, if it's private, there's a difference.
Again, there
If my wife
is,
could tell me anything in private, I won't get embarrassed.
right? But in
Because
public,
She has the statue of me basically respecting
Yes,
her to a
yes.
point where I'm not going to take it personally.
yes.
But if it's around people, if it's not next to my parents,
What he
if it's
yes,
next to
yes,
my
it's
family,
embarrassing. But what he's trying to say is, let's put on level 1 to 100, right? A man, if he gets embarrassed, let's say 20%, like on a 20% level, she'll be 200 for the same thing. For her, embarrassment is and by the way, the other book also said the same thing. He says the embarrassment of a woman it's like, that's why she gets
That's
very...
the thing where somebody wears the same thing.
Yeah. By us, yeah, we're boys. Oh, you got good taste. By them, oh my God, she bought the same dress. Big deal. What's the big deal? By them, it's like that. You hear? He says, to internalize all these traits, one must pray. By the way, prayer is a very big part of Shalom Bayit. If you think you're going to be doing all the things that we talk about, and you're not going to pray to Hashem, that Hashem, please help me be a man, help me, implement these things, it's not going to work.
You have to have the proper covenant.
You have to, and you have to train yourself. Guess what? A lot of times you get hit. You know why? Because you don't have the proper kavanah. Hashem says, take your time in shul. Relax. Don't go speeding Gonzalez out of the synagogue. I'm the one that provides for you anyway. Here? He says, as long as a man lacks the desire to give to others and make them happy, then the instructions in the book will be difficult for him because they will be going against his nature. You hear? So look how many things are involved over here. He says, listen, for you not to be, doing comments, you have to be a man who's thinking about the other person. You hear? You have to be a man who cares for the other person, who wants to be giving, who's not going to get embarrassed, who's not going to get, all these things that he says. So if you don't have those things, how could I not comment? How could I put a number one? I can't, because I'm selfish. I want to be number one. You see, like in the morning, before we started, you're like, what about us? What about us? That's every man thinking. What about me? What about me? What about you? You're going to be there once you're going to make her that way. You understand? You're the driving force. Yeah? He says, telling the female husband, oh, here it comes. Telling the female husbands to focus on becoming a man certainly helped. They started to change. Their wives, who were generally already beyond despair and sure that divorce was the only answer, testified that amazing transition had occurred in their husbands. You hear? A lot of times we think we're men. We think we are, yeah? Why? Because we have male characteristics, we scream like a man, right? We make money like a man, we talk like a man, we have road rage like a man, yeah? We can do everything, we fight like a man. But the true man is a man who's able to have the correct mindset to be able to make his wife happy. And for some reason, we were good before we got married. For some reason, we were good there.
Why? But even if you date, you're still the same person.
Oh.
You can still do constructive criticism. You can still comment. You still have arguments.
I told you there was a guy who called me from Muncie, from Lakewood. And you know what he said? He got divorced. There's a Lakewood guy who learns, right? He got divorced after 3 years or something like that with a baby girl. After I've told him all this, he says, wow, that's crazy. So he says, just because of negative comments, that could lead to divorce? I said, 100%. I said, do you believe that? He says, 100%. He goes, I was in a relationship. The first month, she thought I was, why? I was like, God, chas v'shalom, right? But he goes, but as I'm a very critical person. As I started commenting and whatever, after 4 months, she called it off. She told me, listen, I thank you so much, but it's not going to work out. All because of comments. And this is a religious guy here, Lakewood guy. He says, once again, a man gives, a woman receives. See, this is the answer to everybody. Why I gotta do? Because she cannot give. She's a receiver.
You are giving.
No, man wants to receive as well. Man says, why can't she give me? Why I gotta only give? Because you're a giver, she's a receiver. This is a rule of creation and of procreation. The husband should give his wife honor and attention. He should be compassionate. He should be forgiving and able to cope with life's difficulties. You hear? He should be able to cope with life difficulties, not put it on her shoulders for her to be able to cope with life difficulties. That's not her thing. Definition of a woman.
But she has her own set of difficulties regardless.
Listen. Definition of a woman is back in Esther and Mordechai age. They have to go to the spa, get pampered, waxed, and ready for the husband. Yalla, that's it. That's the definition. We got corrupted with this whole thing. She's got to clean, she's got to cook, she's got to this. Huh?
Mordechai put it on her.
Put on her?
Mordechai put it on her.
On who?
On Esther.
What did he put on her?
She could talk to Hashverosh.
Okay, but that was already, that was like bizvichene palajene, however you say that in English. And plus, she was a tzaddiket. But I'm saying, what they used to do to women back then, a woman used to be pampered. Yeah?
That's not true. A lot of men who want to provide the woman housekeeper,
Yeah.
cleaning lady.
Very good. Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
They want to work
But
hard for some.
but then when you knock her with your words, yeah, all that stuff is zero. The housekeeper, the this, the that, all that is negligible. It's nothing. You hear? It says over here, he should be compassionate, forgiving, and able to cope with life's difficulties. He should always be illuminating, happy and smiling. How many times we come with a stupid face and we want our wife to be happy? How many times? Yeah, she don't care what kind of day you had. Honestly, she cares, but she doesn't care because she also had a bad day. So imagine when you come home, you gotta put a different face. You gotta, okay, now I'm going home to my wife. She doesn't have to know who bought,
That's
who
why
didn't
people
buy.
get into depression.
Who? Men you talking about?
Yeah.
Why?
How do you think men get into depression? Just by sitting there and thinking they're
How did they get depression? You tell me. Do you see me depressed?
Speak to.
Do you see me depressed? I was depressed. A year ago, I was very depressed. I didn't know what to do with myself. Because I was walking around thinking, Balin, is this life? Ze chaim ze? Every month I gotta have an argument?
We're not talking about that.
Yes, we're talking about that. Because I used to come with a face, I used to come with comments, so what are you saying?
About the outside world. I'm not talking about the inside of the house.
Why would you be depressed?
Your work.
1 second.
You're stressed from the work, let's say.
What stress?
You don't have stress at work?
I do. I know how to deal with it. You're a man, you gotta know how to deal with it. Yes. No.
We're not just a pile of bricks and just say, oh, we're men.
Mr. Sir,
Doesn't work.
let me
like
tell you
She's
something.
not there for that.
Let me tell you something. Your wife couldn't give a damn what your day was like.
So who do you have to fall
She
back
says,
Not there for that.
you on yourself.
So
See,
what?
we get married. Why? So that our wife could change our diapers?
No, who
I'm not
said
asking for that.
no?
You
no,
are
no,
asking for
no,
that.
It's not though.
When you come home and you're demanding from your wife, you know what you're doing? Change my diapers.
But what are you demanding?
That's
You're not
exact.
demanding anything.
What do you mean? You demand food?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't.
You didn't come today. You said what we have to eat?
No.
What, you too?
No,
What, your wife
yeah.
doesn't cook?
I came
Because I
home.
would never demand.
No. Again, I don't mean demand, but you know it's gotta be there.
No.
If it's not there, what you gonna do?
Sometimes she's busy, she's not there.
What are you gonna do?
I order both of us food.
Very nice. Every day, let's say she doesn't cook.
It's a problem.
Oh, why should it be a problem?
It's a problem if she's not working.
Why
she's not
should
cooking.
it? You see, that's the problem. When we think that it's a problem when she's not working and she's home doing nothing, that's a
You
problem.
want her to do something productive.
She is.
Like I
Let's
have a
say,
babysitter. My
let's say,
babysitter cooks when she's busy. When she's
let's say
not-
she is productive in her own ways. You understand? She's unproductive. See, we have to be thoughtful about the wife. Why? This is our other half. And this is what, by the way, when he's saying over here, you got to be a giver, he's not talking about a productive wife. He's not talking about a wife who's working. He's not talking about a wife who's like, in it. And he's talking about a deadbeat wife. If you can be a man to a deadbeat wife, he says, now you're a man.
That's not realistic.
What?
No one goes through that.
What? What are you talking about?
Deadbeat wife who doesn't do anything.
Yes,
at all.
yes,
Come on.
yeah, there is such a thing. There is such a thing. Baruch Hashem, you haven't seen it, but there is such a thing. What? Why are you laughing?
It's tough out here.
No, let me tell you something. I have a case right now in a different state, right? His wife doesn't want to do anything. She's depressed. I don't want to do anything. Yeah?
Find anything.
What?
Kids, house.
She doesn't want to do anything because he put her in that state, or she was like that before he married her.
He put her into that state.
Okay, that's different.
No, but he thinks she's not normal. And I told him, you know what? She's the most normalest person I've ever seen. Why? Because when I talk to her, she knows exactly what she wants, how she wants, why she wants.
It's
She
always
tell
gonna
me
be like that.
what?
It's always gonna be like that.
You know why? Because you don't listen, I do. You don't listen, I do.
It's the same way if a man talks to a different
No,
girl,
no,
woman,
no,
yes.
no, no, no. When your wife tells me my husband is like this, that, I believe her. But when she tells you you're this, that, you know what you tell her? You're out of your mind, brat. Get out of my face. Go F yourself.
That's not what you actually mean.
1 second. Yes, it is. When she's telling you, sweetie, I can't. You abuse me. We said what? Abuse you.
No, I will listen. Well, I'm sorry. How do I abuse you?
She can't tell you. You know why? Because you abuse her
I just
so.
understand.
You abuse her in such tremendous realms. By what? You call her bismas govaya, no brain. You tell her that she's like
There
this.
go.
You tell her
Explain
don't.
it to me. Wow. You know, I didn't think about it like that.
She can't tell you that because in her mind she's not keeping a track. Oh, he told me I'm brainless. Oh, he told me I make too much salads. Oh, he told me this.
When it
He
comes
to-
to a good time, they remember that 2 years ago.
No, because they're unable to explain every single facet. And actually, you were right in the beginning. You're the one who said, "How do I know what's a negative comment?" Very good. That was a very good point you made. You know what? A lot of negative comments, we don't know that they're negative comments, and yet they're feeling it. And that's why we have to analyze ourselves and say, am I saying lishni rasgabor? How do you say that in English? Am I saying extra words?
Extra words.
Extra words. Am I like, listen, forget about the extra words. Right now we don't want the stupid words to be out there. Like the stupid words, like you're brainless. Or how many times I gotta tell you with your thick head that you gotta do this?
That's extreme. Like that's a little. I feel bad for the.
We don't have too many guys here, right? I guarantee you a couple of guys over here talk like that. All right? Guarantee you.
It pops up sometimes.
Including maybe you.
I would say there's destructive language and constructive language.
Good. We speak a lot of destructive language. We do. And we unfortunately don't speak a lot of constructive language. You're absolutely right. And that's what he's trying to tell you. As a man, see, you, Baruch Hashem, all of you are doing good by saying, no, what is this? I don't understand this. How could it be a man? What is this? Because we don't know what a real man is. See, back in the days, why didn't we have problems? And by the way, one of the books mentioned it. No, 80 years ago, the wife respected the man. You know why? The man was a man. The wife didn't work. He never, ever expected her to do any kind of work as far as the house is concerned. One second. So financially, he provided for her, and he was a man. He protected her, right? She's seeing that was enough for her to respect him. Why? Where's she going to go? By the way, there were deadbeats husbands also that didn't, they went gambling and they did whatever they did. And those wives were miserable. You understand? But nowadays, when a woman can provide herself everything, a woman can provide anything. One guy tells me, she'll never, Brad, she will provide for herself everything. As far as like clothing and paying the apartment and, leasing a car. It's only $199. Nowadays, you could do anything with a small salary. You understand? What does she need from you? Zilch. The only thing she needs from you is the emotional attachment, the emotional sensitivity. And part of that emotional sensitivity is no cursing, no commenting, no bismasgovaya, no what?
You have to give us a packet.
I'm working at it. I'm a one-man show who's trying to do 50 things at one time, unfortunately. But I have a lot of these. Yes, I wanted to mention it, but I wanted to write all the negative comments. It will be an endless list. So
basically you're saying a lot of women were suffering in silence.
No, they weren't suffering. You know why?
What are you talking
No.
about?
They had nowhere to go. They got smacked right
That was
away.
our generation, our moms. But their moms, they didn't, because why? The man was different back then. You understand? No.
How do you think they got it from?
Again.
My
Because
grandfather-
we
The woman
we
had to
were.
solely, the culture was different. The women did not have freedom. The
environment
women were
was
not
You're
able
right.
to work like that, and because of that, they were
100%.
completely attached to their
100%.
husbands,
Good.
providing.
Even if you
everything.
want to say that the fact with the beating and everything, you're right. Why? Because there was a worse beating outside. So a little beating here,
It was the norm.
it was the
They were
norm.
okay
But
with
in
that.
this era that we're living right now, this
This
is not going to work, because a woman is a self-sufficient individual. The only thing she cannot provide for herself is the emotional sensitivity. She cannot. I was talking to a guy today while coming from work. I said to him, listen, there's a case with a lawyer lady and a doctor husband. Now imagine, they have everything. Mansion, money, you name it.
everything but nothing.
She wants a divorce. Why? He doesn't, again, he's also commenting this and that. Imagine, you're a lawyer. You're a defense lawyer. You're in there with the lions. She's in there with lions. The judge, the other lawyers, right? But yet, her attachment to the husband is what? The emotional sensitivity. He's a doctor. He has no time for her. He has no time for her. But he's thinking he'll buy her $50,000 bracelet. Shut your mouth. That'll be that's 2 days, maybe 1 week of her. That's fake.
Later that evening, she'll do something.
Exactly. So that's why the connection right now is the emotional connection, and the number one way to make an emotional connection is not to give her the wrong speech, like you said. What did you say? Destructive. That's no. We make a lot of destructive comments. Some people say, whatever. It's like you cannot destructive. And you know what? Even something as the maid is gonna do it is a destructive comment. Because she doesn't want to feel that way. By the way, you think they don't know? Imagine, most of our wives work.
Why do it if they know?
Most of our wives work, right? They come from work. They have another job. Pick up the kids, cook the food, have to wash the thing, do the laundry. Honestly, between you and I hope there's no ladies here. That's not fair, dude. We have one job. They have two jobs. We're not talking about you. Your wife doesn't work, so you're okay.
For most of us, we work harder than that.
Again, in which way? In which way you work harder? They also go to work.
I can't speak for everybody, but most men have the load of most of the finances.
I hear you. You're right. But, by the way, a lot of people, it's even 50-50 finances. And when you see that, it's like checkmate to her. Because imagine, she's putting the money into the general fund, if you understand what I'm saying. And all the mortgage and the light bill and everything is going there, all the vacations coming from there, plus she has to do the laundry and the cooking. I know 2-3 guys like that. I'm like, yo, you're dumb. And you know what he tells me? I never wash dishes. I don't walk into like this with an attitude. I don't know what that is. When it comes to the kitchen, I got 2 left feet. Forget about 2 left hands. 2 left feet. You can't watch anything with 2 left feet. And the other day, I saw him and his wife. I always tell him, when I see your wife, I'm gonna say, "Are you a happy woman?" So he said like this. He goes, "Yo, here's my wife." I said, "I know." I said, "I want to ask her in private because I think she's afraid of you." Because he was like, "Ask her." I'm like, "How are you?" She's like, "Very good." And she walked away. Okay, back to our topic. So he says, telling a female husband, once again, a man gives, a woman receives. This is the rule of creation and procreation. The husband should give his wife honor and attention. He should be compassionate, forgiving. Why should I say I'm sorry? Why should I say I'm sorry? Because that's your job. She did it. Yes. You be a man, you say, Johnny Kiman. Let's kill it. Why? Because at the end of the day, we want, to be with her in peaceful way, no? We want to make her happy so that she makes us happy. The only way that she's going to do that is if we do the motions first. Here, he should be forgiving. He should always be illuminating, happy and smiling. He should certainly never say, she offended me. You know how many guys? She offended me. She took my honor away. Wow, I didn't know it was so easy to take the honor of a man. What is that? And the first person they call is me, crying.
You should look at the men from 500 years ago. If you took their honor away, they'd cut your head off.
It wasn't so easy to take the honor.
What?
It wasn't
One
so.
stupid comment.
No. Because a
It's
man.
more when it's a person that you're so close with.
Oh, I love that. You heard what he said?
Average Joe on the street,
Shh, one second. This man said, when it's coming for somebody so close, it hurts more. Can you imagine telling your wife, "Tidal bayopka"? Или to tell her, "You're bizmasgovaya"? Or to tell her, "F you, get out of my face, get the F out of here." Wow, you said it right. Молодец, thank you. We have to put this on it.
If that's the case.
Imagine if a man,
That's
a
extreme.
mujik, that's extreme. That's every day in our homes. Every day in our homes. So she said, how could this guy, who I'm supposed to, he has my heart in his hands. I gave him my heart. Yeah, he has my heart, and he's cursing me like this, and then he wants me to take care of him. He's disgusts me. You know how many times I heard disgusting from women's mouth? I've heard it from men's mouth too, but I hear it more from a woman's mouth. Why?
So what do you do when a man says, "I'm repulsed or I'm turned off"?
You
With the way
should
she
you should
acts or
blame yourself, because it was your actions that created her like this. Yes,
We can say the same thing
I
about
could.
husband.
No. See, that's what you don't
Every action,
understand.
there's a reaction.
No. A woman cannot be an action. She's a reaction.
Can I ask you a question?
1 second. I want you to. A woman cannot be an action. Tell me, but maybe in your case it's different. But most of our cases, we came to the woman. Hey, what's up? How are you? How's everything? Can I take you out? That was the action. Her reaction, okay, no problem. Our action, let's go out to the restaurant, this and that. Her reaction, no problem. Our action, listen, why did you wear that skirt? Oh, her reaction, why is he talking to me like that?
No, why?
In her mouth, in her mind.
Asks her husband, what do you think?
No.
How do you like
Let's
this?
say he's rigilosny, right? He's religious, right? And now he's saying to the wife, why your skirt is so short?
But it's nothing about religion. You know that men are
Once,
dogs.
that's not your
Married or
business.
not,
That's
you
not.
know
Oh,
what
that's not your business, my friend. Now you're
why?
telling me I have jealousy. Guess whose problem that is? Your problem. It's not her
It's a good thing that
problem.
I'm jealous. That means I'm still
Very good. And guess what? You have to work on your jealousy. Not she has to work on her skirt. Because now everything she does or she says is going to be a problem for her, but it's your problem. It's your jealousy. So now you have to work on your jealousy.
She needs to work on her respect for her husband.
100%.
1 second.
Respect to her husband.
100%.
We
If
didn't.
she's walking around
We,
like
we not say we didn't say
open book.
we didn't say floozy. We said a little bit, like nowadays they walk. No big deal, right? But action reaction. So guess what? Every action that we've been doing since we got married created a reaction from the woman. And what happens now that you put her in such a situation that she's so low because you've been treating her low, because what he said is when it comes to a person that you think is the most closest to you, right? Now she becomes a lioness that's fighting for her life. Now she's gonna talk nasty to you. She's gonna disrespect you. She's gonna do everything and anything to get her on her back.
So you're
But-
saying anytime we give them constructive criticism,
Yeah,
or we try to tell them something to better them,
yeah.
quote unquote, it's only for our selfish reasons?
No. First of all, you might be trying to do good. Yeah, you might, but you're damaging her. So I was the master of constructive criticism, where I wanted everything like a top ship. I wanted, the laundry's no good, your fold towel's not right, you this and not that. When you wash the dishes, put it like this, don't put it like that, so the water can go like this. When you do like that, oh my God. Now that I'm thinking, wow, what a horrible husband I was. What a horrible, and by the way, I was doing everything nicely, with quietness, and with, with politeness.
Example.
What?
No,
No, sweetie. The laundry smells a little bit.
I would love that.
No, one second. It's better, as soon as whatever, and like that, it would be. So she would tell me, it doesn't smell. No, I'm not. It doesn't smell. Now because she told me it doesn't smell, I'm like, what do you mean? Smell it. Now what are they doing? They're protecting themselves so that it doesn't smell. Huh? They get defensive. So
Once they get defensive, it's
so-
becoming the most sweetest
oh
thing.
no. See, you don't understand a woman. You don't understand a woman. So one of the classes I have in the morning, you know what I said to her? She'll get so defensive that you'll be like this. This is black. It's like, it's white. Black. It's white. It's white. They don't want to hear it. You understand? So that's why, since we don't understand what a woman is, right? But we're busy thinking about her. The topic is about us. It's about man. What's a man? Yeah? He says, he should certainly never say, she offended me. Because a man shouldn't get offended. When a man feels offended, it means he wants honor. And this is a female trait. Anna, this is the page of the female.
Sixth thing, a man shouldn't
man.
breathe.
What?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When a man wants honor, guess what? He's a female. Tell me something. When was the last time you saw a rabbi saying, "Yo, let's go, get up, guys"? I don't understand. What
A
the?
completely different
What?
story.
What?
Yes.
My
Comparing
friend.
apples to oranges.
So let me tell you,
You know what's crazy?
there are rabbis like that, and not many people go to him.
One second. The whole charity system internationally is built off of honor.
Good.
From hospitals,
Very
they put
good.
Their names up.
And guess what?
To shuls,
Guess what?
To every
Guess what?
charitable donation.
Guess what? Guess what?
Nobody would give charity otherwise.
Again. Nobody says you shouldn't be. Nobody says.
I'm saying the majority of what charity
My
is
friend,
built on
I don't
is
want to
honor
call your
system.
name because we want to keep everything anonymous here. But nobody says, put me as a whatchamacallit. The one who does, not a real man. Not a real man.
But why is
He
that
he
in
has
the
too much
system?
ego. He has too much ego. And now he wants to upraise his ego even more. By the way, we're gonna talk about ego one of these days. It's a very
Go
major.
downstairs, see, honor this, honor that.
Yeah,
honor
yeah,
this,
yeah,
honor
yeah,
that,
yeah.
honor this.
Yeah, yeah.
Everywhere, it's everywhere.
Absolutely. So they do
How's
that. They do that. Why? Because to get more money. But here we're talking about
Because it's
different.
human nature.
Here we're talking about differently. Here he's screaming, "I need honor! I need honor!" What'd you do? What'd you do? By the way, when he gives, $26,000 for this, right? They put it up because they're saying, "Listen, he came up with the money, so we're gonna honor him." But in the house, you hear he says, "Without you paying $26,000, you're screaming, I want honor." The $26,000 is what? My love. You're so beautiful. You don't say anything to her. When she's weeping, you're with her. When she's like this, you're empathizing. That's the 20. Then she wants to honor you. She's gonna put you on a pedestal. My husband, my husband, my husband, gufte.
So when you come home, you should start off with that.
With
In
what?
order for there to be no, what's it called?
What?
Because the problem that I get personally
Go ahead.
is you come home sometimes you're tired.
Yeah.
And you want a relaxation area or
Good.
whatever. You have to do something with the kids.
Good.
You do something with the kids, and now you want to relax. You know what I mean? And then comes more problems, more this, more that, more this.
Like what? Like she wants to spend time with you. She's like, "Why are you sitting over there? Come spend time with me. All day you're working. You're not speaking to me. What's the deal?" Okay, so each woman, if she's not fulfilled, she's gonna poke at different things. So no.
Give her attention. So
No.
what's your second job, basically?
Exactly. Where does that job begin? It never begins. It's supposed to be an ongoing thing. In fact, in the new book, I wish it was in English, but it's in Hebrew. So my rabbis.
Rest when you die.
Huh? Yeah. You know what he says? He says, "Do you know when you honor a woman? Every second of every minute of every hour of every day of every month of every year." He says, "There's no such thing," and that's what we get in the flower. Our problem is what? Our problem is we do it 1 or 2 days, and then we're expecting Gziana, Chuana, right? That's exactly what that. I've been doing it. It's like you wanna. No good. Chas v'shalom. He says you're a female. Let's change your name to.
Work for what? Expecting what?
No. That's the wrong thing. By the way, I never expected a thank you. Who was I talking today? Oh, I was talking to a guy from another state, and he says to me, because I told his wife, I said, "Listen, give him a couple of compliments. Tell him, listen, thank you so much. You provide for me this, that. You know what he tells me? I go, by the way, did your wife ever compliment you?" And I'm thinking, see if she said, it's like, "Yeah, but what is that kid stuff, man? I don't need that." She's like,
You don't need a compliment, but you need a certain respect. Like, for example, with children. With children, you give unconditionally, right?
Let me tell you something. I'm glad you mentioned children.
Throw a bone, basically.
I come right now at home. I kid you not. They all get up. I never ever told them to get up. First of all, my middle daughter, right? She started getting up because she heard the halakha. And by the way, I'm very respectful of my kids, and they see Papa's respectful.
It's a good feeling. Feels good.
Watch it. I
Makes
want
you
to
wanna be
tell you
a father,
something.
right?
I never once said to them, "Get up."
I know that.
Do you know why they get up?
They want to.
Because they're respected by their father. And because my father respects me, I want to respect him. If I talk nasty to them, guess what? Forget about getting up. They wouldn't even
There's
acknowledge.
that mutual right there.
So but who started it?
You did.
Thank you.
But that's okay.
No. You know what we want? Let the wife respect me, I'll respect her. Zero. It's like me saying, let my daughters get up and then I'll respect
As
them.
soon as you
That's
come
not
in,
true.
It cannot be.
butter her up.
What if you do? to
It
your
cannot
wife,
be.
But she comes off a little too strong.
You're not doing the right work.
How?
You're not
doing
doing again.
Okay, she's frustrated with the kids
See,
trying to help.
you
And she's still coming home frustrated.
look what I just said to you. It's every day every minute, every hour. So we cannot break I know what we're doing. We give her that stupid face. We give her that stupid comment. And then later, no. And then later we go.
Swallow it inside.
Again.
You become a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
You become a ticking time bomb. So keep beating. Come on.
You're a ticking time bomb too?
Everyone
Aries.
is.
Huh?
I'm an Aries.
So what is that?
You know any
I don't know these things. I'm a Taurus. I don't think there's more ticking time bomb than a Taurus. And I'm a very nice pussycat nowadays.
I'm a Taurus too.
You're a Taurus too? Chas v'sholom. What are you, May? Berlin. Though I don't want to be compared to you. I'm just kidding.
They can all agree to that. We become
Again,
ticking time bomb.
you know why? I'll tell you exactly why. Because you guys are waiting for a change. You guys gave the 100 and you're waiting for change. Like I went to a restaurant, they already took the tip and everything. So it came out to like 120 whatever. So I gave him $150 and I don't know what he did. I'm waiting for my change. I'm like, oh, like, what? So then my son found where he put the thing. We're looking for change. He says, my friend, don't look for change. It's a female characteristic. He says, look, one more time. He says, when a man feels offended, it means that he wants honor. And this is a female characteristic. A true man can accept humiliation and continue giving to the one who humiliated him. That's a true man. That's a true man. A man whose wife said, la, 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 pop. And he gets up and says, it's okay. She has her period. She has her day. She has whatever. The kids got on nerves. Whatever it is. It's the level we all have to reach.
It's not an excuse.
First of all, I'm sorry. This is the level of a man. If you're going to tell me, I'm sorry, Mr. Yakubov, I'm not a man, okay. But everybody's sitting here, IDF. The IDF called me crying, I'm sick and my wife doesn't help me. IDF. What kind of IDF are you? Which IDF guy is going to sit there and say, Hamas is going to get us now? They won't even bring him into Gaza. I thought everybody goes to Gaza. No. You have to have, you earned your way into Gaza. Did you know that? Not everybody goes to Gaza, apparently. Not everybody. I have 3 nephews there. He says, no, it's not easy to get into Gaza. You have to really be a part of a battalion that's like, mujiki. Men. You understand? If you tell me I'm not a man, okay, I got you. But nobody says that. We sit like a man. We talk like a man. We act like a man. And when he says, guys, be a man, no, it's difficult. She's got to show me honor. What is this? What? She has to humiliate me. I got to still be. Yeah, she's your wife. She's your wife and these are your kids. Divorce is takona. So clack. You know what? Get out of here. Go to your mom. Dude, you made a commitment. Through better or worse. You understand? Okay, so she's worse right now. What, it means we can't do our job? And we're on TV, I would say some nice word. I'd be like, you're whatever I'm hurt, my feelings are hurt. Are you kidding me? No, women do get hurt. They're not men. Your vows. With Judaism, it's a one-way track. It's not 2 ways. She doesn't give you a ring. She doesn't promise you anything. If you look at the ketubah, I this, I that, I this, I that, I this, I that. Nowhere does it say she has to give you anything. Nowhere. The Gemara says, in order to be nice,
She has to provide the
zero.
food.
Where does it say that? The Gemara says, in order to be nice, when you're nice to her. But if you're not nice to her, you understand? I don't want to be too graphic, You're not nice.
We don't wake up
You're not nice.
Why? We don't wake up in the morning. Today's a day.
You're not nice. You have to be nice every day, every hour, every minute. None of us can do that. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to float my boat, but that's what I've been doing for the past. That's what I've been doing for the past 10 months. Listen, yesterday, you know what she tells me? Yesterday, she wants to convert. We have a lot of videos that she wants to convert to a disc. So she bought a little, whatever, because somebody said 2,000 to convert certain videos. She's like, wow, 2,000, that's a lot of money. Let me convert myself. So she got a converter, and she found the mini DVD, that whatever, and she doesn't know where the plug is, right? So look what, so she found something, it went in, but it didn't do the job. So I'm like, maybe, it's somewhere. You know what she tells me? No, you probably threw it out. I said, okay. I said, maybe I did. No, whatever. Okay.
But you didn't.
Wow.
I didn't. Of course I
That's
didn't.
a trigger right there.
I didn't.
That's my
It's
bad.
no.
Don't accuse me.
Like a mujik, like a man. By the way, this was yesterday. But imagine these 10 months. You think I didn't get these kind of things?
Oh,
Wow.
First of all, she's been telling me, you know who made you like this? I did. And I said, yes, my love, you did. Which she did. Why? Because she coped with me for 25 years. She coped with me. She coped with my
You
stupidity.
can say the same thing to them. We made them who they are today.
She made me. And you got to be a man and say, yes, my love. And you know what that works on? On your ego. Сказать, брат, успокойся. Успокойся, брат, успокойся. Нет, вот так не надо сидеть. No, так не надо сидеть. But you know what happened? I said, no problem, my love. I was really tired. I didn't want to, I said, yeah, probably. I went upstairs. All of a sudden, she found this plug that she said I threw out. So,
Was there an apology?
Chas v'shalom, I don't need one. I don't need
So
one.
she still thinks she's right. She
No,
found it, but you
no,
still threw it
no,
out.
no. So she knows she's wrong.
But you still threw it
No,
out.
no. She knows she's wrong. But look
She
what
doesn't want to say it.
in the morning I said, oh wow, you found the plug that I threw out. That's what I wrote.
Well, you
I
see,
said,
that's,
you found it is. It is. But you know what? We are now in very good terms that I can say that. If I would have said that last year,
What was her
why? Nothing, because she saw, you see, he's right. She saw she was wrong. She shouldn't have said that. We don't need to point anything out to anybody, my friend. We don't need to point anything out to anybody. We have to be a man. I have a company to run. My company's name is my wife, my 2 kids, my 5 kids, my 10 kids, whatever it is.
What happens now when that comment? Do you get your blood rushes up a little bit, or what happens?
When she said I threw it out,
You
nothing.
didn't feel
Absolutely not. Why?
Pressure?
I'm a man. I realize now I'm a man. Before, I was
When you would feel that pressure, what would
I was
you
a
do?
P.
What would you
Right?
do when your blood boils back? in
Back
the day?
then, I would, it would be all
No,
out.
I'm
Me?
saying, how did
No,
you
no.
get?
When you were working.
Oh,
How did you get yourself?
because Mary, let me tell you something. Number one, I realized, and I'm probably the only one that realized this, because I've been helping so many people, and no, a couple of them are good. I never see. They don't realize that everything that she's doing now is because of me. I admit. All the stupidity, the bad words, all the this, all the that, it's my fault. Why? I didn't know how to treat her. I give up. White flag. I give up. Help me repair. He says, okay, repair, no problem. No comments, no this, be a man. She punches you, you stay. No problem. Hit me, Mati. Hit me.
So you gotta accept.
Of course,
You gotta accept
it's your blame, my friend. When you're in a company, the company wants to know who messed up. I want to know who messed up. If you're gonna hide behind the skirt, and then they find you, you know what they're gonna call you? The worst names in the world.
That's a different story.
One second,
Actually
one sec-
messed
once-
up. What if you don't mess up?
Zakali Balblin. Yo, I'm gonna get up and smack you. What are you talking about? 4 years you messed up.
Always.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Me.
Yes.
Israel, Gaza war is my
Realize that. Understand that. Take responsibility.
Accountability.
Accountability.
Take accountability, responsibility.
No.
It's due. Right. It can't
Listen.
always be me 24/7.
Listen. See what he says? He said that's a woman talking. Half woman right there. Half woman talk, right? Didn't that sound like a woman? That sounded like my wife.
It sounds
Honestly, that sounded like my
I
wife.
get your theory, but this sounds realistic.
Again, one more time. I'm working for a company. I messed up big time. Who did it?
you.
You know what we're doing? I don't know.
Why? You messed up though. Take it.
Whose responsibility to fix it now?
The person who messed it up.
Very good. So now I know that I messed up, and I take full
Yes,
responsibility.
but that's realistic. You're telling me.
But you messed
X
up.
amount of person
You
who's
messed
getting
up.
all the time.
I guarantee you messed up. She gave me a whole list. He does this, he does this, that. You're right. That's not a man. He calls me this, he calls me that. Yep, you're right. You brainless, you this, you that. 100%. You're right. You messed up. How you fix it now? Shut your mouth. Be a man. She hits you, take it. You know what comes into my mind? There's a Rosh Hashiva now. He used to be afraid of his shadow. I kid you not. The guy didn't speak, walk like that. Now he could talk to 500 people. sing in front of 1,000. You know, like mamash, he worked on himself. But I remember when he was a kid, I was about 5, 6 years older than him. And I used to work out, so I had a 6-pack. And I was like, "Bay!" I'll be like, "Hit!" And he'd be like, "Bah, bah, bah." You know, he would hit me. That's how you used to That's how you used to have to stay in front of your wife. When she hits you, say, "Sweetie, Bay Shoras. Talk to me, my love. Talk to me. Don't worry, I got you. Yes, I got you." That's when you work.
You gotta be your wife's rock.
That's when you. She wants a rock. She
You're
didn't.
saying
She
that
didn't.
you're
She didn't marry a what do you call those big puffy things? You know, they have a name for that.
Sponges.
No, what do you? The kid.
Blow dolls.
Huh?
Blow dolls.
No. It's the
Stuffed animal.
yeah. They call it something. They call it something, huh? They call she didn't marry that.
Build a bear.
She married a rock. She wants a man to be a man. You know, when you take responsibility and you don't crack, I guarantee you, within 2-3 weeks, she'll never disrespect you. Why? This is my mujik.
I wanna ask you something.
But you gotta be consistent.
You don't sit on your head. You don't take it back.
Never. Never.
There's a saying in English. I want you to explain it in your own way. Behind every great man, there's a greater woman.
Beautiful.
What does that mean to you?
When you man like me now, again, man like this, right? That I worked on myself 10 months, right? And then I'm getting to a place where now she's got my back. Meaning now, listen, you see, you guys don't seem to understand where I'm coming from.
I'm sure.
My wife,
I'm trying to understand. That's why I
my
asked.
wife was jealous of a female fly. You know what it means, female fly? A female fly would be around me. She would be like this. If she would see a woman's number on my cell phone, who's that? What is that? Why you have it? This, that. Dude, because I worked on myself for 10 months, and I showed her I'm a man, and she's number one, and there's nobody more important than her.
You calmed her insecurity.
She knows I'm talking to ladies. She's asking me, so how does she feel? She doesn't know who they are. I'm like, oh,
What
Hashem,
did you do
she's.
first of all?
One second.
That's the most.
So, to me, you know what that is? That's a miracle. I kid you not. My wife, if people knew my wife, I hate to talk about my wife publicly, but for her to be able to let me talk to a woman on the phone, let alone 7 or 8 of them,
They're married.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Dude.
She was jealous.
dude, she'd be jealous of our daughters. Okay? I got married. You understand what I'm saying to you? So if a woman like that can change, any woman can change. First of all, we have to re-gear our brain and say like this. We're not talking about, Carmela, Maria, Rachel, this, that. We're talking about a woman. We're talking about a woman. She's like, my wife, she. It's not your wife. It's a woman. This is her nature. We messed her up. We have to be responsible to fix her. You understand? So how do we fix? I don't know if we're allowed to say half-ass on whatchamacallit. Half-ass we
What about
fix.
the baggage she brought in before you?
Oh, there's nobody more baggage person than my wife. Because it wasn't nice over there. It was nice. And you know what? I don't see any of the baggage. I don't see it. Remember, you were sitting right there and I told you have a wound? That's baggage. You rip open the wound. You rip open it up. And you're like, Davai! And you put salt on it. How you want the baggage to clear? How you want the baggage to clear? She came with the baggage. Band-Aid, bacitracin, nice words, calming, show you're a man. The baggage leaves. Dude, one of the biggest baggages she brought was the jealousy. It's gone. It's gone. You know what that is?
What did you do the first month? The month when it was really on the rookie stages.
My plan, first of all, that first month was the most easiest month for me. You know why? I couldn't believe that he's right.
So which one was the hardest one?
None. You know why? Because after I saw the first month that was a big difference, I said, oh my God, yo,
Okay, sorry. The first
that's
few
crazy.
weeks. The first week.
I'm a man of challenges. Right now, you challenge me to do anything, I
He
pretty much will do
accepted-
it.
He accepted.
Yes, I accept.
Anyone here who has a
when
problem with what he's saying is not accepting.
exactly, people call me that. By the way, there's only 3 people on, and 7, 8 people. First days we had what? 40 people, 30 people, 20 people. You know where they are? They're afraid. They're hiding behind a skirt. And they're still blaming the wife, the wife, the wife, the wife. Why? Not a man. All those are not men. They're all hiding behind the little thing. You know what a man is? I want to know what's my mistake. I want to know how I could fix myself to make the situation better.
There's a reason why we're here.
I know. And I'm happy that you guys are here. But that's a real man. I want to know where I can be fixed. What are we looking for? I want to be able to fix
So
her.
that's the problem. You give us the tools. Now the problem is we don't have the license to use the tools. They're giving me
No,
the
no.
key.
You
I
have
license.
the license, but with your ego, now we have to go to that second book which you introduced me to. Now we have to go to that book, which I have 2-3 classes there. Learn those things. It says your ego is not allowing you to be the true man you are. The true self. You know why? I don't want to get hurt. You know
How
what?
many times I keep my mouth shut now?
What? You know how many times you told me I can't?
Yes,
I
yes.
can't.
Look at this.
And therefore, what? I gotta put my ego so I'm not hurt.
I'm holding it in.
He says, you have to let the ego down.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
You have
holding
to
it
let the
in.
no, don't help.
So
Let
how
the
do
ego
you do that? How do you
down.
do that?
My
How do
love,
you do that?
it was all my fault. Let me tell you something. By the way, did you officially apologize to your wife? The first thing I did was officially, after 4 weeks, apologize to my wife. When I saw he was 100% right, I said, wow, I have to apologize because I'm not hiding from my mistakes. I needed to get it out of my system. I need her to get it out of her system and to say, you know what? I was wrong all these 25 years. And give me a chance, please, give me a chance. Listen, you guys have a coach. All right? A lot of people call me. I had no coach. I was my own coach. Imagine, maybe I'm wrong. I'm getting this. What? Who? Where? Who can talk to her? Nobody needs to talk to her. Because you have to work on yourself. And you know what? That's what Hashem wants from us. And once a person does that, he's going to see a new world. He's going to see a new world. He's going to say, okay, now you graduated from kindergarten, you're going to first grade. And after first grade, you're going to start going up grades. But we don't want to, we still want to be in the kindergarten. No, I don't know. No, it's not. This method is junk. This is crazy. I don't know how you could think of this. This is not, it can't be a one-track thing. No, it can't be all the man. Dude, why is it at work, you're the man, and it's all you? Yeah, I made this, I made that, I made the deals, I made the business, I made the money, I made the... When it comes over here, you start saying she. Why?
I don't do that.
Why?
No, I don't do that.
Where? At work?
Yeah.
Because your father's ahead.
No.
Whose?
Is it Shem or is it Shem?
Always.
My friend.
I never say I'm
You,
self-made.
tzaddik, yisod shel, you know?
I didn't say
Baba Sali is your grandchild. No, come on.
Why you have everyone says
Listen inside. If it's not you, I want you tomorrow to give in your car and get in a Elantra. Okay? If you like this, you should know. The first person that was driving an X5 was me. 20 years ago.
Your six-pack.
With my six-pack. And you know what? As I started getting religious, I said, what? I bought it when I was not so religious. I said, I'm gonna drive a X5 to shul, and people are gonna see me say, what is this guy? In fact, the guy that already the second time I said I'm sorry to, who I was not at fault. By the way, he's now third time back in the class in the morning. If anybody knows who this guy is, there's a guy who's in his 60s. He gets upset at me when I teach in the morning. He has major female characteristics, even though you see him, he's like a man, walks around like, one little word, patach, like a lady.
Crumbles.
Second time I upset him, and finally second time I appeased him. I didn't have to appease him. You know I did it?
Is that the guy you bought the Leah for?
Yes. He finally came back to the class. He's now third time back in the class. And again, he's asking me questions, and I'm afraid. Now I'm afraid I don't want to hurt him for the third time. It's before the Zaftarek. No, he has a
That's the
good
mom, you gotta feed him first.
he has a good mind, you know. He has a good mind, but he's an old Bukharian guy. He doesn't want to accept certain things. He wants to throw challenging, questions. You understand? But what I'm trying to tell you is, what was I saying? What was I
He's waiting to
saying?
break you.
Huh?
His motivation is to come and
Very,
break you.
very
Where you're
good.
from.
And I'm not. See, I'm not. Why did I have to? Why did I have to for the second time come and appease him? Why? Why? And by the way, we had a see him recently. Thank God. One of the guys who was in the class said, "Yo, did you call him?" I said, "Damn." And you know what? We didn't call anybody except him. I personally called him. I said, "Yo, guy, come on, take your wife." Comes and now my wife is already sleeping. By the way, he's having major Shlomo Bayit problems, and he dare not fix it. Why? I'm a mujik.
And he's 60?
Yeah,
Been married for a long
60
time.
plus, married for a long time. You hear? So when he came, I gave a couple of people a word, and I gave him a word. He says, "You'd give me a word?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm gonna rip you." Right there in front of everybody. I said, "Rip ahead, my friend. Rip ahead." And you know what? He was going right and left and right. I didn't care what he says. You know what? I know who I am. I didn't care what he says.
He's not your wife.
No, not at that. I don't care who says what. I know who I am, and I know what I did, what I didn't do. And everybody knows who he is. So if anything, he made himself look stupid. You understand? But we should not fall. Our wife wants a man. Like this. Fell, I said I'm sorry. Fell, I said I'm sorry. Why should I say I'm sorry? If everybody in the class knows, they're looking at me, why is he upset at you? I don't care. He's upset. I need to appease him. You understand? If the wife is upset, guess what? You need to appease her. We don't care who started it, who didn't start. We messed up from the beginning. Again, we messed up from the beginning. Everybody can cry. People online, what is this? Da, da, da. You could say whatever you want to say. We messed up. We have to fix it. Why? Because this is our family. This is our business. This is our wife. This is our second neshama. This is what Hashem wants us to do. You understand? And our kids, our wife, they're all looking at us. Listen, if I can play back the way the wives talk about the husbands, they really love them. It's like, but why he has to be like this? Why he has to be like this? You understand? And you see by the I know you are, well, tell her to shut up. We're not going to be like this. It cannot be. Because we constantly use the words that we use, so we hurt their feelings. They're very emotional. Very, very emotional. Huh? All. You hear? Let's go another couple of minutes. A true man expects nothing from his wife. He doesn't need her honor or attention. When a husband asks, why doesn't she honor me and understand me and compliment me and encourage me and support me? He is hoping for everything that his wife is hoping for. So now what do we have? Two women living in the house. A husband who wants to receive behaves like a woman. In this vein, our sages say, her eyes are lifted to you and your eyes are lifted to Hashem. The wife receives from her husband and the husband receives from Hashem. You hear? I told you in the beginning of the class, she don't care for Hashem. She thinks her husband is Hashem. She's looking at him. You're looking at Hashem, like you said, right? Business. She's looking at him. My husband is Hashem. I only want from him. I only want from him. She couldn't care about Hashem. And that, yeah. You don't understand. See, that's what we're lacking. That's why she doesn't have any mitzvot. Because Hashem knows she's not going to do anything because she's attached to the man. Why am I going to give her? I'm going to put a stomach bucket for her. She wants to do everything for the man. But we have messed up relationships. So that's why we have what we have. Right? And we want to say that it's them. No. Hashem created her exactly for the medicine that you need. Your gava is this level, you have this level wife. Your gava is that level, you have that level wife. Your gava is this level, you got this level wife. You understand? Huh?
It's all about the gava.
All about the gava.
What about the gava that woman has?
She doesn't have. Her gava is dependent on your gava. That's why if your gava is down, her gava is down. You hear? So,
Your gava is down.
huh?
Your gava.
My gava is still up.
Still, to this day.
He just holds it back.
But not on my wife. You hear? With my wife, like, look, I used to be the seller downstairs, right? I stopped. People are saying, why? So I tell them, I got to work on my gava. I was too out there. Okay, everybody, people, it was a comedy show. You know, they loved it, and I loved it because they loved it. They used to be like, "You the best." You know, imagine you come out of
How was
the,
that gava?
huh?
You were feeling yourself a
Started
lot?
Yeah, you kidding me? It was a what do you call that trip? Gava trip?
Ego trip.
Ego trip. Major ego trip. You know why? I've been plagued all my life. People always praising me. You know, Avrom, Avrom, Avrom. So imagine you sold, right? And sometimes the bidding goes crazy. You know, they come, nobody sells like you.
It's
You
a
know what?
mitzvah to the shul though.
Again, I understand that, but Baruch Hashem, another guy's doing it, same numbers. So I said to them, yo, same numbers. It's not me. I got to work on my gala. So I sit there and I read now. They're like, Avram, you okay? Baruch Hashem, I'm very good. What happened to you? I said, nothing. And you know what? It is working on my gala. Why? That's what I have to do. No man, or I shouldn't say that. No man will give up a post like that. You know why? Because it feels good. When a guy is demoted from a post like that, you know what happens to him? He gets depressed. He doesn't come back to the show. He's like, why? What did I do? I didn't get demoted. I demoted myself. You understand? So, but that's a real man is gonna know. That's it. And you know
You
who?
gotta be willing to go against your very nature.
Yes,
You
yes.
Thrive off of ego.
Very good. And you know who taught me this? My wife. Because during mincha time, I don't want you to sell anymore. Because she used to come mincha time. She doesn't come nets. And I was like,
Pushing you.
why doesn't she want me to sell anymore? I didn't understand that. Because she saw
You
the
bring
gav.
that back home.
No, she saw the gava that was there, and she hated to see me like that. So she's like, I don't want you to sell anymore. So at first
Why? I don't know. Why?
Why
I don't
does
know.
At first-
Hashem was talking to
I
her.
at first I fought it. I was like, what? But then when I
But
started,
what bothered her in seeing you
She
kai?
doesn't know. She doesn't know. It came from Hashem.
I don't like that look,
You didn't ask her?
that gava look.
She's not gonna give you.
Oh, she used to tell
Why?
me.
Because maybe she felt that was bringing.
By the way,
that was coming back home.
Did anybody here, ladies and gentlemen, do you know that? Oh, you don't know that. Nobody goes to Surah. So I coined that phrase in Sudah Shalishit because
They still use it.
we have 300, 400 people, right? So I used to, I have a very loud voice, and everybody like this. When I said, everybody, so for years I did that. She hated it. I don't do that anymore.
There, she saw.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. And now I told the rabbi, so the rabbi knows I don't do that anymore. So rabbi tries to get everybody else, and for everybody else, like, lady, it doesn't
the
work.
same.
It's not the same. It's not the same. But again, why? Too much gava. Who are you, ladies and gentlemen? I coined that phrase. I made it up. I was the one who, like, like that guy. Let's get ready to rumble. He charges $1 million. I asked the shul, can you give me $5 for saying that? This guy thinks he came to a comedy club. No, but you know what I'm saying? It's it's whatever. We have to work on ourselves, guys. Let's one more. Some husbands say, yeah, I don't ask for much, just for a smile or a nice word. I don't want loads of compliments or lavish expressions of love. All I need is for her to express some care. That would give me the motivation to give to her. When she's so caustic and apathetic, not smiling or giving me any positive attention, it takes away my desire to do things for her.
But that's very.
No matter how little he wants her to give him, the desire to receive is a female one. And there is no hope for peace in such a home. You hear?
Yeah.
You're being a female.
You're allowed to want it though.
Female.
You still do it either way.
Female.
But you're not allowed to want it.
Female. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We have acquired a lot of female characteristics at home. Why? Because our mothers pampered us. EP, I remember my mom, yo.
She used to get ready for my father. She used to put on makeup. She used to look good. She used
Forget
to-
about that. How did she take care of you? EB, breakfast, lunch, dinner, the socks, this, that, laundry, that. You know what I have? I have, guys, why can't she put my laundry into my thing? She's like, why should I do that? I asked her, I said, listen, why what's the big, dude, I do the laundry. I fold the laundry. He can't put it away.
That's funny. My wife does the same thing.
He can't put it away.
And I always found
No.
you already went this far. You can't just put it in.
No, so what he's saying, why can't you do that? And what she said, why should I do that? Because we're pampered. What's the big deal? If my wife were to do that, you don't understand. I would kiss her
We don't
toes.
pamper her.
1 second. If
$1,000
my wife would do, again, you see, you want to fight the system. $1,000 bag, throw your bag in the garbage. She doesn't need your bag.
It's
She
for
needs
you-
your words.
For you to look good that your wife is wearing $1,000 bag.
Dude,
That's all you care
I
about.
do my own laundry. If my wife would do the laundry like she does for these guys
I'm wearing
and
$1,000
folds
bag.
it and it smells nice and like that and puts it for me to put in the thing, I'd kiss her toes.
I wouldn't mind doing my laundry. My wife doesn't let me.
I hear you. But I'm saying, but yet the guys, their laundry is done. Why does she put it in the closet? Okay, what's the big deal? You hear what I'm saying? Female characteristics. Imagine you tell this to a guy who's making a $500,000 a year. He has a nice practice. Everybody around him, yeah? And he comes home and his wife gives it to him. How does he feel?
Like garbage.
Oh, that's where Hashem says, knock, knock, knock. Come to the real world in your house.
But you don't think it's human nature that he's gonna want to be at work longer, and he's
Yeah.
gonna want to be in all the
Honestly,
places
that's-
longer when they respect
hooking
him?
up my
He
office
has a
right
wife
now.
that's
So-
stupid.
I'm hooking up my
Sorry, one
office
second.
right
now. Yeah.
He has a wife that's lacking chokhmah, and if she was a little smart, she would understand.
100%.
Oh, my husband
You have to
loves
win
to
him
be at
over, win
work
him over.
because there they
Sweet
respect
talk him.
him, and at home I treat him like a trapka.
Teacher, can I work? Can I say something? So that used to be me.
My
I used to come home. I used to come home from work, right? Because I gotta close the store. It's a alarm, whatever. And I used to sit in the car thinking, Berlin, I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. And you sit there 20
only 1
minutes.
hour.
We
What?
won't be.
20 minutes, half an hour, listening to the radio, whatever. Now I can't wait to get home. What happened? She didn't change. I changed. So, in answer to you, you change. I guarantee you, you're gonna work 12 to 5. I guarantee you. Like I work 12 to 4:30. Understand? You're gonna make your own hours. You're not gonna be there until 8, 9 o'clock. You're gonna want to come home, spend time with the kids and this and that. But since we messed up, and we don't want to see our messed up house, we want to hide from it. I want to stay in the office.
We want to run away from
Run
the
away
water
from-
that we didn't water.
Exactly. I messed up. I'm not gonna say that I messed up, but I don't want to see it. Be a man, fix the garden, Yomayo. Be a man, fix the garden. Water the garden. What's the big deal? Don't be so cheap with your words. Don't be so cheap with your heart. Baruch Hashem, our heart it takes,
Can I tell you why men don't want to do that? They feel like the wife didn't earn their nice words because she didn't respect them properly. We feel like I'm not gonna give you because you're not giving me my lifeline.
saying you
I'm not
first.
gonna give you your lifeline.
So you didn't listen to
saying
what
you
I said.
first.
If you were the fault, you're the one at
You
fault.
started.
You started it. That's why I said I give up. Listen, 25 years is not a little years. Come on. It's not a little years. And let me tell you something. Within those 25 years, I went to a lot of different help. Nothing helped. Okay?
So you're saying it's like getting upset at a flower for it not growing, and you're the one that didn't. water
Exactly. Somebody gave you a beautiful flower. Says, listen, please, be nice to it. Don't scream at it. Water it. Give it some sun. Do this, that. You know what you did? No water, starvation, choked it, put it in the thing, And you're like,
Now it's brown and
what
red.
kind of garbage you did? What kind of garbage you gave me? What is this stupid thing? You talk to me, I'll water you. Be nice to me, smile to me. Now that you withered now that you withered this flower, you tell me, talk to it, water it?
Now
Meaning,
the tree doesn't bear fruits.
how's it gonna do that? So when you realize that in itself, end game. That's it.
So that for you was the shift.
That's it. Listen, I like to take responsibility. I'm not gonna run around saying, "Oh, it's not me. It's me." And you know what the challenge to me is? I want to prove that I can change it. See, I see you guys are not competitive. Sorry, you could say you're competitive. You can say you're this. I'm very competitive. I love competition. In fact, when I went to Halsey Junior High School, at 8th grade, I saw a black man win a trophy. He won a trophy of doing the 50-yard dash, the pull-ups, You know what I said to myself? 3 years from now, that trophy is going to be mine. And guess what? That trophy was mine.
I always walk by that trophy thing, and not once that I ever want to do that.
Oh, so that's you. But I'm a very competitive guy. And you know what? My competitiveness goes all around. I'm not a sports guy. Listen, I beat all the black guys. 50-yard dash, 17 pull-ups. I did the jumping. He got me, because but I was second place.
White man
White
can't
man
jump.
can't
Yeah, white man can't jump. That guy was taller than me, just like whatever. But I'm saying why? So this was a challenge for me. In fact, that guy was a challenge for me too. Can I get him back a second time, third time? It's a challenge for me. So I challenged myself. In Pizza Palace, I had people that didn't like me for whatever reason. Yeah, they got a salad that whatever didn't. Okay, it happens. You know what I say to myself? Okay, I'm gonna befriend that guy, and you'll see he'll be my best friend. If I challenge myself, I do that. We each have to challenge ourselves now to say, I'm gonna make my wife love me.
My wife loves me.
No, she doesn't.
My wife loves me.
She doesn't.
She tells me all the time
No.
that she's grateful, that she loves me.
So what are you doing in this class?
I'm not happy.
I love it. I love this guy. I'm unhappy. He says, call me later, okay? We gotta talk. I gotta see what's going on over there. You hear? Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Listen, to win a trophy.
I don't mind challenging.
Oh no, I don't want to hear you.
I'm also realistic.
I don't want to hear
A
you.
lot of these things. Is
Listen,
very, fairy tale.
When I was in 8th grade, that trophy was not realistic. Because the black people always win because they're stronger. You understand? They're stronger. They're athletic. They're it. But you know what I said to myself? I'm gonna win it. I don't care. And I won it. By the way, this is real stuff I'm talking about. I think I have it somewhere. You understand? The best athletic person in the whole school. That's thousands of people over there. That's not a joke. You understand? So I want you to challenge yourself. And I want you to say, give yourself a time. Say in 2 months or 3 months, whatever you need, but it should take you not more than 2 months. 4 to 6, 7 weeks. Say, I'm gonna make my wife love me. I'm gonna make my wife love me. And I'm gonna continue like that. Because it all depends on you. Now you have to pace yourself, you have to watch yourself, you have to do everything possible. Yeah? Imagine, it's very easy to lose.
Can I give you an example?
You can give me an example.
Friday night, we finish eating. She's tired. I help her put the kids to sleep. She's sitting there, stops her, and wants to wash the dishes. I'm sorry, no, Saturday, nap time. Tired, complains to me. I don't say anything. I just I don't want to tell her just wait for Shabbat and we could put the dishes in the dishwasher. I know that's not gonna happen.
She doesn't like that.
So
Why does it clean for you?
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you know her?
She complains about it. So I'm thinking, why? Yeah, OCD. So why you're gonna do it anyway? Okay, so I don't know. I know what I'm gonna say right now is constructive criticism. I
Right.
just keep my mouth shut. I'm like,
That's it.
I want to say what I want to say is not gonna be good for her.
Good, and you
So I'm
shouldn't
just
say,
like,
and you
but
shouldn't
I-
say.
But I look like I'm mute, like a
No,
retard.
No,
you're supposed to say like this. You're supposed to say like this. Look, you're supposed to say, yeah, it's very hard, my love. I don't know how you do it. You know, you have to empathize. Empathy means you
Reverse
tell
it.
There's
her.
another
You
option.
tell
You know
her.
something
You
crazy.
don't
You want
want-
to hear something
Shh,
crazy?
go ahead.
I heard one of the signs of an abusive husband
Is?
a woman that becomes OCD over cleaning because the hypercritical voice of her husband manifests in the house that she always needs to
Wow.
put things in order.
Interesting. But what if she came like that?
No.
Yeah, my
Mine
wife
no.
came like that.
Your wife
No. You know why? Because if
But
it was
maybe
like that,
someone
it
in
would
her
have been
house, her
everywhere in the
father,
house.
Come on.
was
Oh, so
hypercritical
you're
of
saying
her.
he's right?
Come on.
100%.
So it's the husband's fault again. Oh wow, yo, he's taking
I
your,
read this. It's
he's
a
taking your
psychological
side. Why?
study.
Is it in that book?
No.
Damn, that book is a good book.
Okay,
Okay, guys. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen, amen. Yes.
This was a joke, but is this considered a comment or a criticism? Friday, I asked my wife if she needs any help, hoping she would say no.